We'll see what happens. No, this sucks. I can't get past cycle 12, damn it. So many beavers. Yeah.
Discovery, go at throttle.
Clavic, 59 months. Oh my goodness, please. Alright, I'm gonna set these floodgates all the way down. If they could get the dam, if they could get that dam finished before everybody starts dying, then we might have a chance, but people are gonna start dying soon. This is a horror. It's terrible. I haven't seen anybody die yet, but now that I've said something, SpaceX is live. Okay, you keep saying that, so... You keep saying that, and I acknowledge you, so... does that mean you want to watch SpaceX? We'll watch Starlink here. Alright. On the other side of Starlink, we'll see what happens. We'll finish this tonight. I have it saved. So, Starlink launch coverage. Starlink 429. I'll switch us over to science and technology, dudes, and we'll see what's good on the other side of the rocket launch. We'll go back to playing, and we'll see. Will all the beavers die? Find out on the next installment of EJ Plays Timberborn. Two rockets in one day. Is this the future? It is. To find out on the next episode of Timber Dead. Darius, that's basically where I'm at. You tired yet? No, I'm good. I'm fine. The poor beavers. I know. Oh, I feel so bad. I missed it. Same Beaver time, same Beaver channel, here on Eric Johnson Beaver Administration. EJBA. Eric, they all Beaver, all 24-hour Beaver, all the time. Oh my god. Are they angry beavers? They're gonna be angry at me when I find out I forgot to give them more water. Here we go.
Nice launch trajectory and countdown net. Pad is clear.
10, 9, 8.
Launch auto sequence has
7,
started.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go for launch.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Stage separation confirmed. Dragon, separation confirmed.
We just saw that happen. Launch number 2 of the day.
Stage 1 is transonic. Landing legs have deployed. And Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello
everyone.
Oh,
My
boy.
name is Kate Tice, and I'm the Quality Systems Engineering Manager here
Vandenfog.
at SpaceX. I'm joining you today from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California, just a few hours south of our Vandenberg Space Force Base launch pad, which you see there on your screen. Today's Starlink mission.
Present for Strongback retract.
Today's Starlink mission will mark SpaceX's 45th launch this year and 183rd launch of all time. Now, for those of you following along, you know it's already been a pretty exciting day for us here at SpaceX. About 7 hours ago, the NASA Crew 5 mission lifted off from Launch Pad 39A at Kennedy Space Center, headed to the International Space Station. The crew has another 22 hours to go before reaching the orbiting
nice
laboratory.
shot. We didn't see that shot this morning.
To their arrival tomorrow afternoon, about 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But for now, let's turn our attention to our 64th launch of Starlink. The teams are currently tracking no issues with the vehicles or spacecraft. Weather and range are both green for launch, and we are proceeding with a T0 of 4:10 p.m. Pacific Time, just 4 minutes from now. The range is green and ready to support liftoff, and in preparation for liftoff, we're standing by for TE retraction. We heard that the strongback was being pressurized, and it is a little tough to see through the fog there at Vandenberg.
And the fog got worse
so we'll
since
try
the
to
VOD
bring
started.
a camera view if it's available. But we should see those clamp arms opening up.
Oh, yeah?
Propellant load is underway on both the first and second
on the
stage.
moon already?
RP1 load is complete on both first
maybe.
and second stage. We're expecting the
No,
launch
it's
load to
SpaceX's
complete
new
in under about
stealth
20
rocket
seconds from
design
now
there.
on
Oh,
the
I
first
actually see the
stage,
strongback
and
moving
launch
back.
load will complete on second stage
Yes.
in about T-minus 2 minutes. Falcon 9 uses RP1 and LOX, or rocket grade kerosene, rocket propellant 1, and liquid oxygen.
Stage 1 LOX load complete.
And there's that confirmation that LOX load is wrapped up on the first stage.
You could say that this is a
The
very
next milestone coming
stark
up at
contrast
T-minus 2 minutes will be LOX load
to this
complete
morning's
on
launch.
the second stage. It looks like the strongback has retracted. If you look carefully at the shadows through the misty fog.
Turn off the fog setting? Why? It's
Now, if we had a
realistic.
little bit of a clearer view, we'd be able to see some white gas venting from the vehicle now that the LOX load has completed on the first stage. Just some of that liquid oxygen liquid oxygen vaporizing as it makes contact with the ambient air, and also as the lines that fuel the vehicle are vented.
Is this
Some
in
of that bleeds
Vandenberg?
off.
What do you think? The rocket's in there somewhere.
There we have a little bit
It's
of a
just
clearer
look at
view.
it. It's just a little low marine layer.
The launch pad is just beyond that range.
It's gonna come out of the clouds, guys. Watch this.
LOX load now wrapping up on second stage.
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
All right, and there's that call out. So at this point in time, Falcon 9 is now fully loaded with 1 million pounds of fuel and liquid oxygen.
2 launches in the same day, emulated. That's right. All right, T purge
There
out
we
is
see
complete,
more of that
indicating second
venting
stage
occurring.
LOX load complete.
Now the booster there on screen is flying for the 5th time today. It previously supported NROL 87 and 85, Sarah 1, and a Starlink mission. And after liftoff and stage separation, that booster is scheduled to land on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, which is currently parked
Falcon 9 is in startup.
a couple hundred miles off the coast of
Me too,
California.
John. Me too.
There we just heard the call out. Falcon 9 is in startup. Should be getting the final go for launch from
LD is go for launch.
Launch director
there it
reports
is.
go for
So
launch.
we're now go for all systems. Let's listen in to the final count.
Gophers? I thought it was beavers. 35.
T-minus 30 seconds.
20 seconds. The sound suppressor should turn on at T-minus 10.
15 seconds.
10.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Oh, this one
4,
doesn't work like it.
3,
Oh, there they go. You can't
2,
really see it.
1. Engine full power. And liftoff of Starlink 429. Go
Okay,
Falcon
she's
9.
going. Watch, she'll pop out of the clouds. Oh! Yo!
M1 deep
That's
chamber
cool! Well, that's a thing. Isn't that sick? What a way to cap off the day. Did you see it pop out of the clouds? That was awesome. Sweet. Falcon 9 first stage engines will enter the throttle bucket here for maximum dynamic pressure. Slick 4 at Vandenberg.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Something happened to me on that cloud shot.
Falcon supersonic.
Okay.
And there we just
Eagle
heard Falcon
supersonic.
9 is now traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Maximum dynamic pressure. The 9 engines in the first stage will throttle up out of the throttle bucket here. Now we powered through maximum dynamic pressure.
And there we heard that Falcon
No,
9
not the
passed
first
through
time, short.
max Q, which is the period of maximum dynamic pressure that the vehicle will feel during flight. So we're going to throttle those Merlin engines back up in preparation for main engine cutoff. We're about
quite
1
nice.
minute away from
that
main
one,
engine
Mike.
cutoff, or MECO if you're following along with the
beautiful, isn't it?
timeline there at the bottom of your screen.
It's pretty sick.
Following MECO,
Spectula started.
we'll have stage
Second stage
separation
engine is
and
being
second engine
primed for
start.
flight
And
now.
we just heard that MVAC chill has begun. That's when we flow a little bit of the super chilled
Hey,
liquid oxygen into the
pretty
turbo
good.
pump of the second stage engine, the MVAC, in order to prepare the hardware for the full flow
Like
of
half
liquid
of
oxygen.
Vandenberg. The half of Vandenberg is in the fog, and then Lompoc is not in the fog. It's a nice sunny day in Lompoc. Look at that marine layer. Jeez. Okay.
About
Vehicle's
10
pitched
seconds away
over.
from main engine cutoff.
Stand by for main engine cutoff. We're looking up the business end of the second stage there. We have main engine cutoff. Stand by for
Nico.
stage separation.
Stage separation confirmed.
Stage separation is confirmed there. Upper stage ignition
MVAC ignition.
is good. Stand by for stiffener ring. Stiffener ring has popped off.
All
Fairing
right, quick
separation.
succession there. Next up will be fairing deploy, and there we saw it live.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Separation
Everything's
confirmed.
looking
We
good.
can now see the Starlink
That is
satellites
very
as
coggers.
well
There go
as
the
the grid
fairings.
fins on the left-hand side of your screen now being deployed on the first stage.
They burn radial out with the first stage, Aqualex. They're squeezing more performance out of Falcon 9. Do you know which trajectory tomorrow's SpaceX launch
Today
is
we
taking?
will attempt to recover those fairing halves
don't
again
know,
to use on
man.
a future mission.
If it goes northeast, I'll let you know. Big marine layer out there in California this afternoon.
Beautiful view on the right-hand side of your screen as that MVAC nozzle begins to develop a
Yeah,
beautiful
Galaxy
red
33 and
orange glow.
34.
I love
There's
that view
another
of planet
Falcon
Earth
9
in the
tomorrow out of Slick
background.
40. This is a drone ship landing, I'm pretty sure. You couldn't see it,
We can
sad
see
face.
first stage on the left-hand side of your
Thanks.
screen is still slightly gaining in altitude. It has not yet reached its apogee.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, this is a drone ship. I just won a Falcon Heavy launch. End of this month, Spoon. Came on the books today, by the way. There's Catalina Island right there. Nice view. Hit top left screen, top center. The Catalina wine mixer. I'm just sailing past it. Whatever. Just a casual.
The next
sail
major
right
event
past
in
it.
about less than 2 minutes will be stage 1 entry burn. We will ignite 3 of the Merlin 1D engines at the base of the first stage in order to help slow the vehicle down as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere.
You just can't wait for that. Whoosh! Supersonic retro propulsion. You're going to see it in a second. 2 times in one day. Ooh, did you see that? You see that little bit of SOX that came
As
off
I
and hit the
mentioned
nozzle right
before,
there?
today's mission marks SpaceX's 45th launch.
Oh, we
this
said it
year.
too soon. I'll tell you what
Sound
I
like we
want,
had
man.
to call out that both vehicles
Two
are following nominal
SSRPs in the
trajectories,
same
so
day,
everything
man.
looking good there.
Damn straight. I always wanted to do that. And I figure I could hook that up. Because, you know, launch
Booster
providers
you
dig
see,
dudes with
well,
money.
saw on the left-hand side of your screen previously supported NROL 87 and 85, Sarah 1, and a Starlink mission, making today its 5th flight. As a reminder, Starlink is a satellite internet constellation designed and manufactured by SpaceX to provide high-speed, low-latency internet to people living in remote and rural locations all around the globe. Service is currently available in 49 markets, around the world.
So you chat, you can't have it. It's mine. Of course I did, Donald. Are you asked? Did you not?
So we are about 15 seconds away from stage 1 entry burn.
Solid nitrogen is coming off the first stage on the left
that
side
will be
of the
followed
screen there.
by the landing burn of the first stage.
What's the fluffy balls on the engine on the right? I don't see any fluffy balls there, dude. It does kind of look like a giant Johnson.
Entry burn startup.
Okay, there it is.
There on your screen, we can see that entry burn has begun with the first stage on the left-hand side of your screen.
Well, there it is. I think it's a mail plane.
Entry burn shut down.
How can you tell?
All right, and that first of 2 maneuvers that the first stage is due to complete is now done, and we can see the grid fins actuating to help steer the booster to a precise landing on our drone ship. As the clouds...
Stage 1, FTS has safe.
As the clouds get closer into view, you can get a better sense of just how fast the vehicle is traveling based on the telemetry there on screen. We can see that it is coming down to about 4,000 kilometers per hour.
I've never seen 2 in one day, man. What am I supposed to do? Oh.
Really demonstrating the ability of the atmosphere to help slow the vehicle down, in addition to the re-entry.
Oh, look at the Baja Peninsula down there. Oh, dude, you can see all of Baja California. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa.
Stage 1 transonic.
Stage 1's transonic. I should hear the call for the landing burn.
We're about 30 seconds away from the first stage landing burn.
30 seconds. Look at all the Baja Peninsula up there on the right.
Right about the same time as we expect to see the first stage land, we should also hear call-outs for second engine cutoff, as well as hopefully good orbit.
But Baja is not in the USA. Oh, yes, you can look at a map.
Guidance. Stage 1 landing
man,
burn.
she's coming in hot. Look at those grid fins move.
So there
into
we
the
can see
clouds.
The landing burn has begun.
Whoosh.
Rushing through the clouds, and there's the
drone ship.
Now in view.
Oh, come on.
Landing leg deployed.
Legs have deployed. Here she comes. Plink.
And there you can see on your
Stage 1 landing
screen.
confirmed.
And heard there with the call out, Falcon 9 has successfully landing, marking the 145th landing of an orbital class
That's
rocket.
smooth, man.
Our 45th launch of 2022. And our second launch today.
Currently purging out the engines right there, guys. You want to get all of the oxygen, liquid oxygen and solid oxygen, not solid oxygen, liquid oxygen and gaseous oxygen that's in the engines. You want to get it out of there as quickly as possible. That bird's probably really
now that we know
confused.
we've reached good orbit, we had that successful second engine cutoff. Second stage is now carrying 52 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. And with confirmation of first stage landing and successful second engine cutoff, we're going to wrap up today's launch coverage. If you're interested in following along, we have our nets live on YouTube, so be sure to check SpaceX social media for confirmation of Starlink deploy.
Yeah, but I noticed that thing landed in the exact same spot that the Crew 5 booster did. Let me see something. You guys are talking about the drone ship. Some people said this too. There was like a rusty spot on the drone ship, and then somebody asked me again. Now you've piqued my interest here. What's going? Whoa. Whoa, fellas, hold on. I didn't see that before. Look at the landing leg. Whoa. Yo, that landing leg's moving around. All right, let's see. They show a shot of the drone ship here for a second. I see it. I see it. Yeah, no, there's definitely something on the drone ship right there. That was on the drone ship this morning. I wonder what they're up to. I wonder what they're up to. That's not rust. I don't think it's rust. Here, let's see what happens. What happens to it? Does it